Hey guys, what's up? My name is Gabe, also known as Burnt Russian, coming at you with a couple of M.O.A.B gameplays. It might only be one, depends on how long this takes. I'm sorry about the inconsistency there. Now, first I want to finish off by finishing my story of Disney. And there's a couple things I missed on the first few days that I told you about, and that is there was this one water ride called Splash Mountain when we were at the Magic Kingdom, and we stood in line for like 2 hours to do this while we were waiting to get on Space Mountain because we were waiting for our fast passes to come up. And Anthony's like, yeah, don't worry, you guys won't get that wet on this ride. There's signs, while you're walking through that says you may get wet on this ride. But he's like, yeah, you won't get that wet. Don't worry about it. And so we go on this ride, and Shane and I are sat in the front. Anthony's right behind us. And I think our buddy Max sat next to him. He's an actual Russian, and that's kind of cool. But, yeah, so we were just, going on this ride. We go down like the first mini waterfall, and from here we can already tell this is going to be a problem because we go down this waterfall and water just kind of floods in the sides. Not too much, but there's enough of it to get our pants a little wet, Well, I guess shorts. I was wearing denim shorts, kind of like pants, but whatever. That's a non-important thing to take note of. So, we're going and we're getting periodically wet a little. We make it to the highest, waterfall, and Shane and I look down, we look at each other, we got, this fear in our eyes, and we go down this thing really quick, and we're all excited. Now, this next part, right before we clash with the water, collide, I guess whatever you want to say, goes in slow motion. We're just about to hit, and it's just, and then, Shane and I were both like, oh my gosh, we made it. We're not going to get wet just as we impact. Next half of a second, we're like, and just water completely soaks us. And it flew over our faces and actually got onto Anthony too, which was intense. And we're coming, and then it's just like another 30 seconds of soft riding. And Shane and I, we look at each other, and we're furious at Anthony. We're like, you said that we wouldn't get that wet. He's yeah, but there's signs all over that say you may get wet. Yeah, but you said we wouldn't get soaked. We were so mad. So here's what Shane does. He takes his water bottle, opens up the cap, pretends like he's going to take... he just spilled it all over Anthony. Me, I do the exact same thing. Then Anthony takes his water bottle, soaks us some more. But I think Anthony got the most soaked out of that, which he deserves to, since he said that we wouldn't get so wet. Although, he's going to say that he didn't deserve it, and we knew what we were getting to. So, another thing I missed was when we were at Universal Kingdom, we ate at a Bubba Gump's. And, that's like a movie-themed restaurant from the movie Forrest Gump. Which, if you haven't ever seen the movie, it's a pretty good movie. Mama always told me life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Oh, quick side note about this, by the way. I was playing with Eternal Rampage, Alex. Cool guy, he's on my friends list. And this was kind of fun because all last night I got 3 M.O.A.Bs and he got 2. It was just, we were back and forth with the M.O.A.Bs, and it was really exciting, And another side note is today I got on my 49th M.O.A.B. I am 1 off of 50. Hopefully I can get something exciting, although my 49th was just at USAS, and the game before that I was on a 22 with 1 assist, and a guy somehow found his way into our spawn, and my teammates were all like, oh, there was a guy there I didn't know, so, yep. And then, anyway, back to Bubba Gumps. We're at Bubba Gump's, and we're just kind of chilling there, And we, get our food and our drinks and stuff. It's all paid for in the trip by our band director. Well, I guess not the director. It was paid for with all of us who paid, I guess it was part of the trip. And it was pretty cool. And we had this hot waitress, and I'm like, Shane, you should get a picture with her. He's like, no, I couldn't do that, no. And I'm like, just ask her. He's like, no, I don't want to ask her, And Shane's a pretty cool guy. I don't know why he was too afraid to ask her. So he's like, you ask her. And, you know, I'm waiting, and every time she passes from that point on, she's always, like, busy, so I never got a hold of her. And eventually, I'm just like, excuse me, miss. And she's like, yeah. I was wondering if you could take a picture with my friend Shane. And she was a pretty hot waitress, as we said, so, you know. Shane got a picture with her. She was about an 8.5 maybe. And, you know, it was pretty cool. He got a picture with her and everything, and it was just kind of cool, as I said. But even cooler than that is once we left the restaurant, our pastor that was our chaperone came up to us, and he was all like, you know, that was pretty cool. You guys got that picture and stuff, and he was like, too bad you guys couldn't have gone around and snapped a few pics from behind. Obviously, he was referring to her badonkadonk, which my buddy Matt didn't know what that meant. He lives in New York. Come on, how do you not know these things? But that's a non-issue again. And I just thought that was really funny because, you know, him being a religious man, you'd think that, you know, he wasn't so cool about stuff like that, but he was really cool, and he was actually a really good person to do the trip with. Probably the best chaperone on the trip. And then, you know, I think I already told you about Epcot. It was an awesome performance and all that stuff, and cool place. We had an awesome show at the end. But the coolest part, well, I guess the last day of the trip, we went to Hollywood Studios, and there we went on really only 2 rides, and that was Rock and Roller Coaster, which is a really cool Aerosmith roller coaster, plays Aerosmith music and stuff. We were all pumped. That was a fun ride. It goes from like 0 to 60 in like 1 second. It was really cool. And then we also went on the Tower of Terror, or whatever they call that thing. It was pretty fun, you know, but it wasn't too, you know, it wasn't too exciting, to be honest. Like, it was just okay. I mean, I prefer towers that launch up on the outside, because if it lets go, you're dead. And that one, if it let go, you might get a few bruises, but you still got your life. You've just slammed into a wall a couple times. And another thing about Hollywood Studios was there was an AT-AT walker from Star Wars there. It was pretty life-sized, and I was just like, oh my god. And I got a picture of that as well as a picture of Shane with the waitress. But it's on my phone, and my phone's a very, very crappy phone, and it won't connect to the computer well. I might be able to get pictures off, but they wouldn't be very good quality anyway. So, I mean, if you really want to see those, let me know and I'll insert them in my next commentary. And then we ate at an Italian restaurant on that very day called Buca di Beppo, and it was a good restaurant. It had the best chicken parmesan I'd ever had, but it was just really good chicken, I think is what it was. You know, not just in the restaurant. It's just it was good. It was some good food. I need to slow down sometimes. Anyway, on the bus ride back, we fell asleep in Florida that night, and I woke up in Illinois. But it's the worst part of Illinois. That is southern Illinois. And southern Illinois is nothing but flat land and farmland. There is nothing entertaining about southern Illinois. Yeah, there's nothing, pretty much. And that last day, we watched the last 2 episodes of Star Wars, because we watched the first one on the way up. And Shane kept ruining the Star Wars movie on the bus, because, you know, if you haven't seen Star Wars, you deserve to have it ruined. He was all like, Darth Vader's Luke's dad, oh! You know, and just basically ruining the movie in ways like that. It was kind of funny, though. I actually really enjoyed doing that, and it was fun. And yeah, so that pretty much finishes up my trip down to Disney, Orlando, Disney, you know, Orlando, Florida, Disney, all that stuff. And overall, great trip. I loved it. It was well worth the money paid for it. Don't even ask me, please. And yeah, so I figured I was gonna leave off with a couple extra remarks. I figured it wasn't going to be worth making a separate commentary for it. So the night that I'm making this, Saturday, April 14th, is my junior prom, and I will not be attending. I had almost attended, and the funny thing is I was going to be attending with the friend zone girl. If you guys remember that commentary, that is the girl I was going to be attending with. I asked her if we would go. and she said yes. But since she's from a different school district, things came up and things got complicated. I'm not going to go into it. But yeah, so I ended up not going. And, whatever. I wasn't too upset about that because we had $2,000. It's going to be a crappy prom. I believe I've already talked about this, but yeah, this prom's not going to be that great anyway, so I'm not too worried about it, I mean, I guess I could have hung out with my friends, but, I'll do that elsewhere other times where I don't have to spend $20 just to get in by myself. So I've also had a busy week, and that's why I haven't been uploading so much, too. And I apologize for that, and I'm glad that you guys can be more patient than me, probably, as a normal person. Although, to be fair, you're cheating on me with other commentators. No, I'm just kidding, but you're watching other commentators, and they can keep you busy. And I'm sure that, I'm not too high on your list so that you're all like, oh, Gabe didn't post? I'm sad face. No, it's probably more like, oh, look who did post. You guys don't really focus on who doesn't post, so that's fine with me. I don't care if you guys miss my videos, or well, I guess I do care actually. But as I said before, not an issue. We'll not worry about that. And yeah, I'm also going to be putting Spelunking up only on Wednesdays now, instead of the going back to my regular schedule instead of the Monday. I believe it was Monday Thursday schedule I was doing, and that is only just because I've been busy and I think I need to drop my uploads. And what I want to do is I actually want to hit the gym 2 or 3 times a week, and I was thinking about doing that on Tuesdays, Saturdays, and I don't know, probably another time during the week. It doesn't really matter to me, but yeah, I figured I could buff up and shed a few pounds, that kind of thing. And then I also just filed my taxes too. I'm excited about that because I didn't do it last year because my mom lost my W-2. Mom, thank you. Anyway, yeah, that shouldn't be too big of a problem, I'll just, deal with that. Well, I mean, I still had a job at the time. Now I am unemployed, and I filed my taxes, so I get a good $200 some coming to me. It's going to be on a debit card, too, so I can buy stuff online. That's very nice. So yeah, and that's pretty much all that's going on with me right now. I would also like to let you know that I am doing a survival tomorrow. Now, I have one question for you guys. But that one question is, would you guys like me to upload that as a full-length video or cut it into a few different copies? Because a few different sections, because I feel like I would watch a few different sections more often as a person, but then again, also if I'm doing other things, homework, not watching other videos, playing, like Minecraft, or if I just wanted something to listen to while I was doing something, it would definitely be the kind of video I would watch. So, either way, I think I want to post it as full length, but if you guys don't want it full length, just let me know and I will change that and we can just go back to regular. And yeah, I also have a new series I'm gonna be starting. Don't tell anyone, it's a secret, but I'm actually really excited for this series, and I hope you guys enjoy this series as much as I'm gonna be enjoying it. It's my first attempt at a real not a try hard series, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. Oh, and one side note, I recently helped my friend Thermal UAV make a video, and he will have a link down in my description, and the video will definitely be in my description. It was a fun video to make, so yeah, just check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and a comment, all that stuff, and I will see you guys tomorrow, or I guess, probably later tonight, depending on how I upload this. Yeah, love you guys, bye.